People read about miracles in the Bible, of course, but sometimes they seem so far away. Another world. Jesus casting out demons like they were little rocks to toss away. Is that kind of dramatic deliverance possible in the present? I found myself guarding the boys' bathroom door at Little Grassy Lake Camp. 8-year-old David kept flinging himself at me, threw himself on the floor, lay at my feet, frothing and writhing, passion unabated. I couldn't help thinking about Jesus waving out evil spirits. So I reached down, I picked up David by the shoulders. He stood facing away from me. I said, a bit self-conscious and very desperate, "Get out in the name of Jesus," twice. Now, it wasn't that David heard me. He was screaming too loud. But in 2 seconds, he stopped. All of a sudden, gentle in my hands, just sobbing softly. "I'm sorry," he whimpered, like a son made tender toward his father. Those were words I could imagine David ever saying. An entire people in the wilderness, their needs met. Does he respond to our human needs like that today? I had decided to try an experiment when asked to do an evangelistic series for a Christian English school in Osaka, Japan. The idea of a God of heaven often drew a blank. So I began participatory evangelism, and each evening conducting a prayer experiment. I had each group leader ask people to identify some specific problem or need in their lives. At the end of the week, I went around to each group leader to write it all down. What I discovered surprised even me, riding high as a young man. Every single person who followed through on the week-long experiment had received a definite answer to his or her prayer. Walking from room to room where those groups gathered, I saw Jesus is still touching every human being with his grace.